Alright, I understand why people like this game. Or I'm starting to like this game, you know? No.
Oh, you're flipping?
I flipped over. I hate this so much. So I finally got my hands on the full version of Roadcraft, and I've got some thoughts. Well, lots of them. This won't be my full review of the game, but just my first impressions. We streamed it live on Twitch for a few weeks, took it slow, and took our time, explored the systems, and honestly, the game surprised me in a few ways, both good and bad. If you've played the demo, you'll know expectations were a bit tempered already, but the full release brings some clarity. So today, let's talk about how it actually plays, what works, what's missing, what's getting fixed, and whether it's worth your time right now. Let's start with what's working, because there are some bright spots. And unlike other games, the game actually works. It runs well, and has complete systems, if not many of them. First off, the game is gorgeous. Graphically, Roadcraft is easily one of the best looking construction sims out there, if not the best. The lighting, the scenery, details, the cluttered ports and warehouses, it all makes the world feel handcrafted. The audio is great, vehicles sound beefy, and there's a satisfying atmosphere to the environment. The vehicle variety is solid. There's a good mix of trucks, loaders, rollers, and cranes, and I love how the physics system ties into all of it. Cranes feel weighty but manageable. Controls are smooth and consistent, which makes construction feel tactile and clunky. There's also some surprising quality of life polish here. For example, swapping vehicles is easy and seamless. Cranes have decent controls and logical functions, with customizable options of course that have just been released. The driving feels weirdly good. No idea if they've ported over the SnowRunner engine, but on controller, it feels very satisfying, and even using the keyboard is easy. And they should already have added wheel support. When it comes to gameplay, I love the concept of rebuilding a city. Clearing roads, restocking depots, organizing garages, it scratches that logistics itch really well. Especially as you build out more roads and traversal gets easier, there's a nice little reward loop here. But here's the thing, Roadcraft is not SnowRunner, so let's not compare it, it's not even close. And it wouldn't be a problem if it weren't clearly aiming for the same crowd. I lowered my expectations going in, after the demo, but it's baffling how many core sim features were just left out. There's no waypoint system, no engine start-stop, no fuel consumption, no vehicle damage, even though terrain still slows you down like when your engine stalls. There's no manual shifting either, just your standard automatic low gear, all-wheel drive and differential lock. It's a stripped-down driving model that lacks the mechanical depth sim fans are used to. This wouldn't be that big of a problem, except a quarter of the missions you're given are just delivery missions, picking up an object from point A and taking it to point B. Then the resource management, which feels inconsistent. Vehicles don't need fuel, yes, but you still need fuel tokens to activate your mobile garages. Sand will only appear from the sky if you're near a quarry, but somehow you can lay unlimited cabling and asphalt with zero refills. It's like the game selectively simulates logistics, which for me breaks the immersion just a little bit. Also, the game is stunning, yet there's no photo mode to actually enjoy it, no day-night cycle. There is a morning-evening cycle, but it's surprising given how good the lighting in the game is. What really stands out, however, is how tonally confused the game feels. It's clearly built for a broad audience, it is a bit arcadey. There's no weather, no challenge scaling, and the route system, which should be a standout feature, is a hot mess. The vehicles get stuck, they fall through the world or slam into things randomly. So instead of automating logistics, you're stuck micromanaging everything, even after the latest patch. Interestingly, the devs are aware, and in the dev update they've mentioned more changes to the convoy system is coming. They're also working on tools to help you better predict vehicle behavior across the map. The game also gives you some weird levels of freedom. Sometimes it feels scripted, other times completely open-ended. You can blaze through tasks in whatever order you want, but the world doesn't always react in meaningful ways. There are voiceovers and quirky dialogue, but it's just a lot of driving and delivering. Feels like an arcade game meant for the masses more than a sim designed for the genre's core audience. Now, to their credit, the developers are talking, listening, and doing fixes. Patch 1.5 is already underway to improve stability, fix crashes, and improve performance, and squash those issues like flickering shadows and giant grass with rendering bugs. A comprehensive roadmap is coming soon, and Patch 2, which will add new recovery-focused vehicles with winches and better off-road capability, is coming soon. This is a great sign. It doesn't fix, however, the underlying depth issues, but it shows that they're paying attention. And more importantly, it shows that Roadcraft isn't being abandoned post-launch. So is it worth it? If you're looking for a casual construction sim with slick visuals, satisfying driving physics, and a good logistical loop, there's fun to be had here. Lots of fun. Especially if you play at your own pace and aren't expecting deep simulation. But if you came in hoping for a next-gen SnowRunner, this isn't that game. It's more like a lightweight expeditions with terrain modification and crane work as its main selling points. That said, I'm still having fun. I love rebuilding busted infrastructure. I love the logistics system when they work. And I'll be sticking around for a while to see where it goes. But unless the depth improves over time, I think this one's going to be more for the sim curious. So that's my first impression after a full 2 weeks of Roadcraft. And now with some insight into what the devs are planning next, let me know what you think. Are you playing? Are you still playing? Did the game meet your expectations? And will you be sticking around for more? If you enjoyed this, don't forget to subscribe. There's more videos to watch right now, and remember, always make time for games.